Good morning. Yes, I'm trying to be quiet, but I know the mouse is being noisy and the keyboard. But there was just a few things I needed to just try out. The camera's obviously having a bit of trouble with the focusing. Let me just flick back. It does it. Has it steadied? Has it steadied? It should do. No, it's not. I'm seeing it do a little flash in and out, a little bit of a zoom factor. I don't know whether that's because I've got the eCam over there. Let me just have a look, see. Just messing with the focus now. Let's get back to it. Okay, don't know. It's lovely to have each and every one of you here. I've got Nat here. Good morning, Nat. And we've got Kim here. Good morning, Kim. And I love that purple hair, lovely. And I'm not a pink person, but that's a lovely colour. What you've got your avatar there. And Caitlin, good morning to you as well. And Ray, when you're here with us, thank you for coming in. It's great to see you all. And Diane, lovely, lovely. The early birds, don't you catch the worm? Anyway, we're here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading, as you saw with that opening photo that took a bit of time to get. That's what I was actually doing. I was doing that photo. Just trying to find where the right spot for that is. It's just not going to keep steady. We'll get to the card, so that's the whole point. And Caitlin, please don't take me badly, but you look flushed. Are you okay? Oh, look, I've had an early start to the day. I don't know how many coffees already. I've probably gone through maybe 3 already. It could be 4. I was up at 5:30, just because I couldn't sleep. I'd had my time sleeping, and that was it. It is a different lighting out there as well. There's very much a lot of cloud outside, but the sun is shining really well through my area of the window. So I could be looking flushed. The colour of the shirt could be that. And I'm just plain getting old and the spotty and the cranky, glitchy face spots, blah, 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 blah. There's a whole lot. It's an interesting thing. When we get to the cards, we shall actually have a look at, sorry, I just got distracted. Terrible, terrible, isn't it? And Shaz, oops, it's you today, even though you say it's yesterday. Oh, have I done that again? Oh, bugger, I'm going to have to go and edit them all again. It's a waste of my time, isn't it? I should have double-checked that. And does it change it halfway? Probably not. No, I can't while I'm doing or can I? 16th. Let's see if I can. I doubt it. I doubt it makes any effect. It probably just does that in the back ready for tomorrow, and I'll have to do the same again tomorrow. Thanks for pointing that out, Shaz. Again, you did it yesterday too. You mentioned it yesterday that I had the wrong date. Look, I'm Ros Boundy Psychic Medium. I'm all sorts of crazies at different times of the year and days and all the rest. We're all unique and work our own ways, don't we? Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all perfect. And Marissa, good morning to you as well too. Thank you. And Caitlin, good gracious, hope you get a better sleep tonight. Oh, look, my sleep is between 5.5 hours, 6. It's usually 6.5 to 7.5 maybe. I don't usually get an 8-hour sleep. It's just never been my needs. So, and Raywin said, oh, you're beautiful. Thank you. And glad I'm okay. Yes, it is. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you for being lovingly concerned. Thank you. And good morning from Sarah. And Kim, exactly how you're feeling today. Unpacking is a nightmare, not getting anywhere fast. Look, I've still got the boxes out in the carport to attest to the unpacking being a nightmare. And I only thought of those as I came back in with the car yesterday after doing our swimming and etc. That I should at least unpack one a day. Then I'll get it done by Christmas, maybe, or before I go over to New Zealand for that holiday. Oh, I don't know. Look, it'll all be perfect as it eventuates, won't it, Kim? And good morning from Renna. Now it feels like the family's gathered. Let's go across to the cards. Tap into your psychic senses, your spiritual connections, and let's have a wonderful time. Here we go. And I was messing around with buttons before too. I have got my iPhone sitting there. I was going to add it as an extra camera, but it just didn't look good. That's a different colour again of what comes through. Ray, when you love New Zealand, I've never been there, so it's so exciting to actually be able to do that. So good, so good. And thank you, Kate. Let me know if I need help. Oh, well, at the moment, it's one of the things some people do find it difficult to ask for help, don't they? And I have no idea. It's more getting the brain into line because I've got so much to do. Look, checklists, and that takes time to create one, doesn't it? Here we go with our cards. Beautiful spread again. Look at that, gorgeous. We are using the Gilded Reverie deck again as usual, and that's a bit. You should see the angle of my table. I don't know what's happened here. But that's all right. The cards are straight for you. The Owl card, the Owl Wisdom. Fortune favours the brave. Isn't that an absolutely beautiful owl? I suppose it's a snow owl. I don't know all the species, the different ones. And that one it's very hard to read. What's the proverb? It says proverb, but I can't read it. Latin proverb. Fortune favours the brave. Now, as that goes, when I put it to my face like this and trying to read it there, I can't read the Latin proverb. It's too light. Interesting, isn't it? Anyway, as a follow-on from that, fortune favours the brave. What we had yesterday is that I am a work in progress, and we're still continuing to be that work in progress. As I looked at what my face looked like when I was setting up and the hair and everything, you try to tidy. And we do compare ourselves to other people all the time, because I've just seen a lovely little video that Mari Smith, who is a Facebook expert, she had on her page or her group that I do pop into occasionally. Beautiful makeup and the hairstyle so beautifully, and the clothes so professional. And she has wonderful enunciation of how she speaks and everything. She's just got a natural flowing personality. And I sort of think, to be like her. But no, I'm me. You are you. Remember that we are all unique and we are all beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And oopsie, let me go over and see if I can actually see where that. I just noticed a troll, so I'm just going to pop across to that. See if I can get rid of that too as we go. So, Keza, I just noticed that you're here. Lovely to have you popping in as well. Being that we're all part of that family, aren't we? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, as we're looking at the cards, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I've got a froggy in the throat. Shall I have another slurp of my coffee? Hang on a sec. I'm still trying to find where that troll might be showing up. And let me have a look. No, look, it's in, and I don't want to change that. Let's see. I'll do it later. And for you, Keza, I didn't realise I still had the comment on. Sorry, it's been a big week. Good. Well, that's good. It means that business is up. People are travelling around and enjoying life once again, sharing energy with friends and family and different places and locations and spaces. We can learn from each other with doing all that we do. Oh, that's better. It's not quite cold yet. It's still got some warmth to it. Right, here we go. Our 5 cards. We've got the lilies in the home space, and we've got the birds. This is just the birds in the workspace this morning, where yesterday we did have the owls. Child as the unexpected. We've got time as our role, and it is the bouquet that is the outcome. An absolutely beautiful spread of cards, in my opinion, because what we have is positives. We've got time in our home space to really reflect and tap into that is the wisdoms and what's been brought forward from our ancestry, from what are the family that's created who we are in our upbringings, but also the acknowledgement and knowing that what we're needing to do is reflecting on what parts of that can we feel confident to keep moving forward, that really is our sense of self and being unique as you, compared to what we've been conditioned to believing that's not really what we want to honour and continue forward. Because as each generation moves forward, it is a different time, space, era, the energies around what we're experiencing in our family circle, in our home space. So we can pretty it up as we want to, not just because it's the traditional. And we're seeing so much of that with what's been occurring worldwide, as the passing of the old, of those, and I am referring specifically to the changes in Britain with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, and the changes there and the wisdoms she brought in the way she lived her life, and the that family, that was their inner knowings that only they know, even as well. And we need to recognize our own inner knowings and reflecting on that, because we've got this beautiful stained window here in the background, but it is that living being of who we are right now that is present in our home space. So be your unique you. That's the message I'm getting through this card being in the home space today. Okay, so I just needed to move that up. So as we're moving into what is our workspace and the continuity of what life brings us, because this is a continuity, it's a living being, family, growing, being that brave, the fortune favors the brave, be brave in moving forward. And it's the same in our workspace as well, being able to communicate what our needs are, being able to listen to each other, working as a team. This is more of that is sharing ideas and what's next, that type of thing, rather than, look, I don't know how many workplaces still have the water cooler and that sort of thing. It's not not the office gossip. The warning is not the office gossip. It is being effective listeners and speakers, interacting in a way that's productive, that when you have something that you're needing to ask, go and ask it. If you're needing to listen to someone, make sure you're listening with the point of being a good listener. And as Caitlin's offered there, let me know if you need help. And I mentioned sometimes it is hard to do, but certainly bring that into your workspace today, of the listening, the two-way, the listening and the speaking, and not to linger too long on something that is sorted, right? Go and continue doing your work, right? It's those moments where you need to do that. But here we have, and Jacob, good morning. Well, I presume it's morning for you. We're here in Adelaide. Well, it's sort of Adelaide. It's Port Elliot, South Australia. So South Australia, Central Australian time. So it is morning, 8:15. So I will be putting a link up afterwards to share the link to, I think it's going to be my website as well. We'll have a look-see when I do it. I still press buttons and learn. And another. Oh, goodness, I must be popular today because there's another troll. So moving from that, where we're communicating, listening, communicating, speaking, gathering together in our workspace with amicable, and it is amicable communication. It's getting things done. What we're doing with that as our unexpected too is having those moments where the child energy is going to pop in that unexpected. And good morning, Kat. Lovely to see you here. I'm still on the go. Still on the go, is alive. So shifting from that, what we've got, that family orientation today, it is the relationships and your own relationship in your home space and how you're relating with others in your workspace. What we've got with the unexpected child energy coming in is that what I'm feeling, I'm getting the word of innocence, and it's bringing in that willingness to learn. It's also, go on an adventure. Um, the Google thingy in the background on my phone just activated. The being willing to be open to new adventures in ideas, I think, in what's happening here, and new ways to actually experience what your journey is in life, the story that you're telling yourself and what is being shared with others as well. Because the child here is in that space of, and I'm just going to see if I can get it any further closer up. Let's see if it will go closer. Oh, it's not really that easy to see, but there is a storybook there open to all possibilities. So tap into that energy of what is possible when it shows up, because remember, the unexpected card is that bit of the unknown. Whoops, went too far just then. Is that little bit of the unknown of what's ahead, but it's like an adventure. It is what you can create in it. So at some point in the day, you'll have that childlike energy. Even your inner child might be showing up, wanting to be seen and heard, having some influence in that moment. Be open to it. The time here in all those wonderful clocks, and beautiful energy around that, because there's perfect time, there's enough time. This is your role. Make sure that you are making time for whatever you're needing to do. It's whichever way you're feeling that energy of time today, because sometimes it just flows. Other times it seems to take bloody ages to get something finished or done or whatever. Allow the flow. You don't have to push it. It's not something that today you need to be ultra aware of it, but just knowing that it is that knowing. Your role is that knowing you've got the right time for everything you need to be doing today. You will get it done. What's needed to be done today will be done. And exactly that. Now, yes, I agree, Nat. I'm not putting that comment on the screen, because I do agree the scammers are out in force. A lot more so. I don't know what's changed in any algorithms and stuff like that they're getting through, or even what controls that Facebook itself makes for those fake profiles that do create these things. I'm sure that they're on some sort of a spider bot type automatic system. If they're real people, shame on them, isn't it? Really, truly, shame on them. I think it's actually more automated. But anyway, and here we go. And time is on our side, Sarah. There we go. Time is on our side today. That's exactly what that card is saying. And you've reported the scammers. Just as a reminder for those who don't know how to do it, if you're on a mobile device, you hold there's the three dots most of the time on the right-hand side, I think, of the comments. You hold that until you get that report option. On a desktop, it's a little bit easier. You see the dots very easily, and it's a right click, the way I do it anyway. Do report them as spam and block them or delete them from your list in whatever way that you feel you need to. So that's and make the time sometimes to do that, because the more often that we do report these, I don't know how the back end of it with the Facebook team goes, but I dare say they've got some sort of a programming coding thing that tracks where the origins of these are, to work out ways how they're getting in to stop them from further. You know what I mean? Anyway, too much energy on them, really. And Carrie Ann, good morning. Bring you good positives, and you feel you need it again. These are wonderful positives in the message today. To watch it back to when I do actually post it in my YouTube, at least I do put the timestamps of where the actual reading starts. So pop over to the YouTube channel a bit later and watch it from there, and you don't get all the rubbishy guff I start with in the beginning, because it does take a bit of time to get into getting the reading started, doesn't it? So there's the time, perfect timing for everything that's happening today, as whatever you do is going to be right in its timing as well. That's what Spirit's giving me too. So as far as the flowers go, the bouquet, beautiful central energy there as far as that outcome goes. By the end of the day, give yourself the pat on the back, the recognition, acknowledge that what you are doing is absolutely perfect. It is a thank you, whether someone does give you flowers at the end of your day, or you buy yourself a vase of flowers and put them there to remind yourself that it is acknowledgement for you are a wonderful person, a beautiful soul, that all things, you can sit there and appreciate the beauty in a bouquet of flowers. And that if you're not acknowledging yourself and saying thank you, how are you expecting others to do the same? And I think that it really is a congratulations, where at the end of the day, by the time we come to our outcome and lay our head on our pillows, that you can breathe that release and say, oh, wonderful, thank you, I've done well today. That's what I'm sensing from having the bouquet there. It's wonderful. Oh, my goodness. I think the more we mention a particular style of posts that we're getting, the more are coming up. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys are going to be busy on your little phones doing the reporting too, I'm sure. So ultimately, it really is a wonderful, positive spread of cards this morning. I'm feeling the energy really lightening up. And especially as we come to that conclusion, that central, it's a thank you and gratefulness for everything that we have and experience throughout our day, in our life today. So certainly feel into that energy of what you are doing, what you're being present with through your day. Set your intentions that it is positive, as this card spread really is indicating. It is a positive, whatever it is we're experiencing, even if it feels like it's a bit like shit. Did I say that? Yeah, I did. That in itself has its purpose and its lesson for us, its need, its meaning in whatever way, but look at it as that positive rather than feeling it in that, in a negative energy. We can make that choice and change that perception and perspective around to being the positive, and work through it with that lightness of energy from our heart space, and really move into it as we're working and moving and experiencing a wonderful day, because it is, as it's starting to rain outside. So wonderful, wonderful. I just love that. I just love doing the cards, as you all know. So, and showing and sharing it with you. Now, I'm going to try and find the next comment from you guys that's not the spammy trolls. Here we go. Thank you from Keza, and have a wonderful day to everyone. Oops, I don't want to show you that one. Apologies, I nearly had one of those things showing up. And those beautiful emojis, lovely. Now, in answer to those who've asked, I know that there was a James wanting to know how to book readings. Now, this first link is for the road trip Leanne and I are going to be taking to Mount Gambier, which is the 24th to 26th, which you can't quite see on that picture. But that'll be the direct link to my booking calendars for that. And then I think, it didn't go to the next one. I've got, that's a bit of a bum. Hold on a sec. I've got to put up a different one to type in my website. Oh, it's not going to do that. Let me do it this way. So it's HTTPS. I've got to remember how to type it. It's that. Yeah. And readings. And that's the direct link. That one is the direct link that goes to my website, if it allowed it to do it. I'm pretty sure that's the website readings page on my website. Okay, so that's for those who wanted to do that. And let me find the next thank you, because I love to show you thank yous, because as much as you're saying thank you to me, I'm just saying thank you so much to each and every one of you for sharing yourselves with the chat, with your day, in even just this little, well, it's supposed to be 15 minutes, but it's gone to 20. Oh, already half hour. Thank you from Sarah. Have a blessed day full of love, light, and positive vibes. Absolutely. Yes, and I will be on tonight, all things being equal. Might not be with Leanne. I think she may be busy. She's got things that are happening, of course. Well, family things, I think, tonight. We'll see. It'll be a surprise if she does, if she's able to come on. And thank you from Kerry Ann. And I think that was it. Oh, another one, a fresh one. I think there's 5 different names of different trolls there. Is it that when we say that word trolls, it's actually attracting them? I wonder. Oh, that sounds like heavy rain. Ooh, exciting. I've put some new plants in my garden, so it's natural watering is the best, isn't it? Hopefully not drowning them. So thank you, each and every one of you. Be the best you that you can be. And namaste until either tonight at 7:30, isn't it? I think. And when I turn up, it's 7:30 on my time and the usual channels. I am going out to the YouTube, my Facebook profile, the page, mytimetv.live, and it'll be to Leanne's probably as well tonight. Otherwise, it's tomorrow morning at